He showed me in 2010 there was the whooping cough disease. It came and it attacked the children, and it was 10 infants that had died. And he says now we're faced with, in 2020, what is known as the corona disease. He said, but don't you know I'm the same God that kept God in 1916, in 1918, in 1981, in 2009, in 2010. If I did it then, y'all not going to talk back to me. I can do it right now. You ought to praise God that He's keeping you right now, because the fact of the matter is, if you get the corona disease, you're going to need God.
Come on. Say it.
You're going to need God. And so he began to show me that. And then he took me to the scripture and he says, look at the scripture where Paul is talking to his son Timothy in ministry. And he tells him, he says, listen, God did not give you the spirit of fear. Now, that may not sound like much, but you got to understand the pressure that was on young Timothy. Young Timothy was a young pastor at this particular time, and he was serving under the regime of Nero. Nero was a plague all by himself. When you study Nero, you will find out that Nero had his mama killed. Nero killed his first and second wife. Nero was so treacherous that in order for him to rebuild the Roman Empire, because the Senate at that time would not allow him to do it, he set the whole Roman Empire, half of it on blaze, and burnt it down. So then they had to rebuild it. Nero was the type of man that would take Christians and feed them to life.
Yes, he would.
Nero was the type of man that would throw garden parties at night. Are y'all here?
Yes.
He would throw garden parties at night, and he would use Christian humans as torches.
Yes.
Nero was a plague all by himself.
Yes, he was.
So now you got this young man named Timothy. He's a young pastor in Ephesus, under the regime of Nero. And Nero is after Timothy's hand. So Paul, on his deathbed, he's in a dungeon. He is on death row. And he begins to write to Timothy. And he tells him, he says, I know you seem a little fearful right now. He said, but you got to know, fear is not from God. Oh, listen. He says, God has not given you the spirit of fear. Well, if God hasn't given it to you, then it's got to be from Satan.
Right.
Because God will only increase your faith. God will never give you fear.
Thank you, Lord.
Fear. Delana. D-E-I-L-I-A. Delana. It literally means to be a coward or to be timid, or means to shrink back. And he's telling Timothy, as a pastor, I know all the stuff that's going on around you, but this is not the time to shrink back, to be cowardly, or to be afraid, because that fear is not from God. And I come to serve notice on everybody in here. Yes, coronavirus is real, but this is not the time to shrink back, to become coward, to become timid in your faith, because God is stronger than any disease that would ever invade our body. Let me help you why you all not be feared. Let me just teach you. Go to Isaiah 40, but I need to teach you some more. Isaiah chapter 41. Go there. I want to give you some scripture that you can go home, so when the news is trying to give you some fear, you're going to have some faith. Because faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God.
Come on.
Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10.